morning. It's Nora here with the Mono Lake Committee, offering you a osprey and violet green swallow soundtrack as we celebrate Earth Day down here at the lakeshore. Earth Day is 50 years old today, and April 22nd has become this really important day for 1 billion people who take action to protect our environment. And the Mono Lake story is deeply ingrained in the story of Earth Day. So I wanted to come down here today. No one else is here at South Tufa. It feels very peaceful and serene, and offer you a place here to focus your thoughts on Earth Day and on environmental protection and how important that is, using the Mono Lake story. So Earth Day was founded in 1970 after lots of folks were starting to get worried about how much pollution there was, just kind of uninhibited air pollution and water pollution, and the globe was just going. Everyone was growing, and there were very few thoughts about what our developments were doing to the planet and to these incredible places. So in 1970, the first Earth Day happened. It founded by a junior senator of Wisconsin, Senator Gaylord Nelson, and many others, I'm sure, put in so much work to make sure that this day was going to have a big positive impact, and it really has. So they modeled, they were in the 60s, they were seeing this passion in these anti-war protests, and they really wanted to tap into that passion to put energy towards protecting the planet and protesting this unabated pollution that they were seeing. And so they chose Earth Day, April 22nd, because it falls on spring break, because they wanted students to be able to participate. We've found in our history that students, young people, have been a big driving force of making change, because it's their future that they want to protect. And so the first Earth Day was protesters, was action to demand progress, and it resulted in the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, and the Clean Air Act, among other things. The Clean Air Act in particular has been really important in the Mono Lake story. So now we're 50 years into Earth Day, and 1 billion people are participating. And 190 countries, which is almost all of them, have some observance of Earth Day where they are going out and demonstrating or planting trees or picking up trash. And so it's become this pretty amazing, basically a holiday. And to see what Earth Day has accomplished is fantastic. And so to tie it in with the Mono Lake story, Earth Day was founded in 1970. The court battle for Mono Lake started in 1978. And like I said, the Clean Air Act was really important in protecting Mono Lake, because as Mono Lake was dropping due to excessive diversions from Los Angeles, or to Los Angeles, the lake shore, especially on the east side, was exposed, and because Mono Lake is so alkaline, these dust flats, these alkali dust flats, grew as the lake shrank, and that dust blew up into the air on our many, many windy days and created a pretty big health hazard, and really violates often the Clean Air Act. So if it wasn't for this really important measure in place, it would be legal to just create this dangerous and health hazardous situation here. So because of the Clean Air Act, we can demand more protections for Mono Lake. And Los Angeles, who owns a lot of the land or owned and no longer does, it's now State Parks and Forest Service land, get fined when the dust creates a problem in that area of the lake. If the dust particles gets above a certain parts per million, Los Angeles gets a bill. And hopefully that will deter any other arguments for allowing the lake to drop again. But it was one of the main points in determining a lake level that would be safe and cover up those alkali flats. So we have Earth Day to thank for that. And a lot of times you think of Earth Day and you think, oh, people planting trees. And that is one thing that Earth Day celebrations do. But the main point of Earth Day is demonstration and action, and making it clear to your representatives, to the government, that we demand action on climate change, on pollution issues, on making this planet livable for hundreds of generations beyond us. And I think the story of Mono Lake, that has this hopeful and positive message that you can band together and get your voices heard and get this place that you love so much protected. It can happen. And sometimes it seems futile. It seems, oh, they're not going to listen. They'll vote however they want it anyway without hearing what I have to say. But the more voices that are heard, the harder they are to ignore. So on Earth Day, join 1 billion other people and have your voices heard. You can visit earthday.org to see what Earth Day events are happening live around the globe. And you can really experience how many people are participating. And it can buoy you up and remind you that we do have the power to make change. We can. And so when you hear of a group protecting your favorite local park or that lake you love to visit every summer, today is a good day to take action. Today is a reminder that you don't have to wait for today, Earth Day, to take action. You can be doing that year-round. And it is a reminder to go outside and feel the sun on your face and be amazed at what can happen with passion and love for the earth. So thanks for coming out with me today, and I'll leave you with a little bit of Mono Lake viewing time. But before that, I just want to share how my experience here at the lake has changed my life. And having a place, having a patch that you really love, it makes a difference. And I was lucky to come here 12 years ago as a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed 18-year-old intern for the Mono Lake Committee. And I was in school at the time and was feeling the stress of grades and college life and not really knowing which direction I wanted to go with my life, as many 18-year-olds feel. And I came to Lee Vining, and I came to Mono Lake. I'd visited before, but only once. And it opened my eyes to something so brilliant and beautiful and exciting. And I met some of the most amazing people, the Mono Lake Committee staff, my fellow interns who are still some of my best friends, and the community here have been so important in guiding me in my life. And the lake helps me make big decisions. And when I think about what would have happened if the Mono Lake Committee had lost the court battle with Los Angeles, or if all this work fell through, I think I would have, of course I would have been very sad, but for the biggest part is just how much it's inspired me. This story and living it and being here has inspired me to take action and to make change. When I see things that need help, although I know that there are many, many campaigns for many, many things, and I like to prioritize them, but it's really inspiring to see people make change, to be a part of that change, and then to see it protected and get to come and explore it and enjoy it. So I really hope that when you are able to come back to visit Mono Lake, to buy food at the Mono Market, to buy fishing gear at Beaver's Sporting Goods, to eat lunch at Epic Cafe and dinner at the Mono Inn, I really hope that you can take a moment to think about what Mono Lake has done for you, and think about what you can do for the lake and for our planet. And so we celebrate Earth Day today, but let's think about Earth Day every day. So I would like to thank the lake, these swallows, these ospreys that are sitting on their nest. They're getting ready to lay eggs. This nature that continues on even if we're not here to observe it. And I want to thank the lake for inspiration, thank my coworkers at the Mono Lake Committee for support and more inspiration, and for laughter when we're working hard to get something important done in the community or at the lake. And I want to thank you for supporting us to do this work and to be here. I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy a few more minutes of this beautiful lake.